Okay, so the next stage of our research paper is going to once again be in the research paper resources folder. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And we always do things in order. So I'm going to go down to where it says sources number 3 and 4, audio and video sources. Clicking on this page, I have direct links to the Gale database, and I also have 2 documents that you're going to need. Let's go to the Gale database first. So as it turns out, we are researching for the model here. I'm actually researching greenhouse gases. So I'm going to that topic, just like we've done 100 times before. Now, what I like about the Gale databases is your sources 3 and 4 are actually going to be media pieces, namely an audio piece and a video piece. So if I scroll down to past academic journals and down here, what you'll actually see is there are 2 categories of sources that you could use. One is known as audio, and the second one is known as video. So for the sake of today's video, I'm actually going to show both sources and how you would take care of that. But before we go any further, you also need the 2 documents listed here, note cards number 3 and number 4. So I'm going to go ahead and open those up. If you click on the hyperlink, it forces you to make a copy. So I'm going to go ahead and make that copy, and notice this one says source number 3, audio or video source, and if I click on source card number 4, it forces a copy, and then this one says number 4, audio or visual source. So going back to the Gale database, I'm going to do the audio source first, and I'm going to actually right click over the audio thing, and in a new tab, it actually shows the audio sources that have to do with greenhouse effect and health and all the things we were talking about with greenhouse gases. So these are all examples of audio sources. And in fact, when I'm looking at the titles of things, Weekend Edition, Saturday, and All Things Considered, those are actually National Public Radio sources. Those are actual shows on National Public Radio, which is one of the highest, most highest quality media sources that are out there. So if I go ahead and click on the greenhouse effect and health, this is the article, and one of the cool things about the audio articles is 9 times out of 10 they have the full text of the article. So you can actually read this if you want and go back to the direct quotes and see how it is. But fair warning, it's in the structure of a radio show. So like they show the host's name and then what he says. Then it shows like the guests on the show, what they're saying, what they're discussing, etc. So you see like they have the name of the person who's talking and what they say, as well as like their background. So he's an emergency physician from Howard University Hospital. So this is an example of an audio source. You can choose to either listen to it or read it. I don't care what you choose to do. Nonetheless, if you hit the play audio, the audio will start playing, which that's why it's going to be okay for you to use headphones here or there. Or if you just choose to read the source, that's going to be fine. Now, once again, with regard to the audio sources, just like any source in this database, the citation is always located at the bottom of the article. So notice the article is not even that long. And what you do is you would copy. You'd select that text, and then you would copy it. And then we're going to use that for source number 3. And you would paste it right here. So I'm going to paste it. And once again, when I'm looking at how to cite this, it'll be cited by using that information right there. So I'm going to copy it. And you would summarize what was going on into your own words. And doctors are concerned about how greenhouse gases are leading to more hospitalizations, and it likes the we're not in England, so we need to spell it with 2 S's. And what I'm going to do is in parentheses, Control V, period, and there you go. We've given credit where credit is due. That parentheses is how this article would be cited, just like all of the other articles we've done so far. So that's how you get your audio source. Let's go back to the Gale database. I'm actually going to close that article. And if I go back to the main page of my article here, you have, my topic, you have the video sources. And in fact, it says there's 3 videos available. So we can go ahead and look at these videos. Now, as it turns out, you can watch these videos, New York Times Video Collection, New York Times Video Collection, and actually all three of them come from the New York Times. So once again, a high quality media source here, and you can actually watch the video. If I click on here, you'll see now the sound is not on, but this is like a 2-minute video about what's happening in Iceland. If I go back, you can actually watch the full speech of what Barack Obama did when he unveiled his climate change plan back in 2013. His video is about 40 minutes long because it's a large speech. And in fact, too, once again, the same thing is true with the other videos. They have the full text of the speech right here. I'm going to go ahead and pretend like I'm going to use this source. And once again, just like everything that we've ever used, you scroll down to the bottom. And sure enough, the citation is right here in correct MLA format, so you would copy that. I'm going to put that under my source number 4. And I would give credit where credit is due, the same way I did in the previous things, where what is in between there is going to be what's in parentheses. President Obama had unveiled his own, whoops, we should probably spell things correctly, his own climate change proposals, and we're going to put that inside of the parentheses, and that's how you give credit where credit is due. So sources 3 and 4 can be audio and video sources, and those are available on the main page of your topic. So notice my main page of my topic was greenhouse gases. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll have access to audio and video sources. Thank you.